All right, so I think that we should be ready to go here. Make sure that the audio is working. Yep. All right, cool. So I'm just going to go and promote this live stream for just a couple seconds here um, before I get started with the prompt design. And then we'll get started designing prompts. Okay. But if you're coming into the live stream and you want to just chat, I do have the ability to view the chat. I'll be like, hello. We'll be starting design in about 2 minutes. All right, cool. All right. All right. If you're in here, you're seeing I'm tagging Tasty AI because we're going to use Tasty AI for our prompt management tool. All right, cool. Post this in this group. All right, cool. Let's see. Some notifications here. Yeah, it's on this. Cool. Cool. Now, for the meeting, we'll tell folks here. this link again. Very cool. Will be better. Oops. Will be included in the accounts of your easel course. Easel course. Alright, I'm just gonna send out this announcement to the easel folks, and then we're gonna start designing some prompts. Take this link out. Proceed. Alright, sweet. So let's get to going with some AI prompting. Alright, cool. So let's see, I kind of left off here. Um, let's see, I'm gonna look at this under construction tab. Yeah, this ideal candidate profile. Cool. Just gonna open LinkedIn to see if anybody has any questions about this. Okay, cool. I'll close this out. Alright, so I'm working on this ideal candidate profile. This is part of the recruiting course. And I was able to see that AI was able to understand my handlebars here. Um, so yeah, basically, I'm able to kind of dynamically fill in from the questionnaire down into the the form. Uh, so basically, here I'm going to use this questionnaire to fill out this form, which is tied to this easel guide. All right, so here I'm going to get into, yeah, that all worked. I'm going to get into these assets. Okay, cool. So basically, I'm going to tell the AI here to kind of use its training data. I think that's really important. And it uses its training data. We tell it to do that to suggest the level of education for this candidate. Kind of getting used to this live streaming stuff. I'm going to see if I can, like, if it's better to watch for comments on the YouTube channel. Well, cool. Oh, you're going to easy. Right, sweet here and here. All right, cool. Let's get back to this education level here. I'm turn on some music. In my own buds, you will not hear it. Let's go with this one. All right, cool. All right, so I want to do both the level of education in any industry credentials. I would say professional credentials and or certifications that would help a the that would enable the candidate to be successful. Cool. In this role for our company and industry. All right, cool. And then I think we need to give it some output control here. So I'm gonna basically be like, I'm gonna tell it how to actually generate this. When you generate, to generate this, generate in the following format. Let's say like, I'm gonna add field of study. I'm gonna tell it here's an example of the format I want you to use. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So this kind of covers this area here. All right, now let's get into this previous experience. This is so cool. You guys are going to see that, yeah, it's going to be pretty cool here when we're able to output this. So let's say previous experience. So again, let's refer to the training data. Um, Here, use your training data to estimate the minimum number of years of professional experience that a candidate that the candidate or that candidate to estimate the number of years of professional experience that a candidate would need to have, let's say relevant professional experience that the candidate would need to have in order to be successful in this role for our company and industry. Okay? Okay, generate. Here's an example of the format I the format I want you to use when you generate. Bless you. Experience. All right, cool. Something like that. That's cool. All right, cool. Technical skills. Okay, cool. So here, please use your training data to suggest any technical skills that, like this whole like that a candidate would need to have in order to be successful. Dedicated to the whole for the industry. Let's see, so like technical skills. I'm going to give it some examples of technical skills um, because I think that I might need some examples. I'm just going to see if this Udemy thing got delivered. Let's see. Okay, cool. All right. See that somebody came in. Hello to whoever you are. If you have any questions about prompt engineering, let me know. Examples of technical skills. Here are some examples of technical skills. Um, I'm going to say like use data. Um, let's see. Um, let's see. Maybe I'm trying to think of a technical skill that's like not software oriented because I want the AI to know that this is not just software skills because I think our prompt will be not as good if it doesn't have some examples of non-software. So maybe technical skills would be like um, how like okay maybe like using city codes in drafting designs. Yeah, something like that. Um, maybe we'll do something mechanical like knowledge of I'm gonna actually check this out over here. Like I think, yeah, this is an AI thing. Well, let's use some AI. So I'm gonna go over here to ChatGPT. I'm gonna say, oh, you guys can see. Well, I see there's only one other person here. Hello, whoever you are. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do this with Tasty. So actually, let's see if I've got any notes in Tasty that are kind of related here. I'm gonna use this custom instructions here, and then that might be the only one I have. All right, so I'm gonna create a prompt just with this custom instruction, and then this is gonna be like this technical skills prompt. And so I'm gonna be like, I'm building a prompt about developing an ideal candidate profile, um, and I want a list of examples of technical skills that a candidate would bring to a job. Please make this list of skills. I'm just gonna say like maybe 6 skills long and representing a diverse set of skills that from different industries and company sizes. All right, cool. So um, basically, what this is going to do now is kind of stack that on top of the custom instructions, which is like, you know, somewhat sizable. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to take this over here into ChatGPT. If you've never seen anything like Tasty before, like basically what I'm doing here is giving it these nice custom instructions before it generates. Okay, cool. Well, that's fine. So I'm just going to copy these and I'm going to go back over to the prompt I'm building for Easel and put this in here. Okay, cool. I think that'll do well. Um, I am going to do a little bit of output conditioning, I think, here for this part here. So, like, basically, what I'm having it do here is, use its training data to suggest technical skills that a candidate will need. So, like, based on whatever people put into this questionnaire above. But I do want to give it some output conditioning. So I think I'm going to just tell it to list it as bullet points. Like, okay, cool. Like, so let's take this out. When you generate this list of um, technical skills, actually, I'm going to say generate this list of technical skills as bullet points. Um, okay, cool. I think that should do it. Um, okay, now let's get into the professional network part. All right, so here I'm gonna again rely on this like whole use your training data concept. This is important again that we say use your training data, and I like this whole thing about uh, what the candidate would need to be successful in the role for the company or industry. So like I know that there's just a few of you watching this right now, and but something that I do want you to know and point out here is this like whole idea of like this capital C company, capital I industry. This stuff is important. It's basically like a legal concept, which is like up here, there's going to be this questionnaire. I can why don't we just go ahead and build out this prompt like in Tasty so that you guys can see what I'm talking about here. So I'm actually going to save this note. Um, all right, cool. So this is still under construction. It's not totally finished. But what I'm going to do here is, let's see, I don't have custom instructions for a form yet, but I do have that in this Tasty profile. All right, cool. So what I'm going to do here is share this custom instructions here with Easel. Oh, okay, it should be in there then. Let me see. So here's Easel's, let's see. Oh, that's why. There we go. Okay. So we're going to copy this one here and the custom instructions for forms. And we're going to create a new prompt out of these up here. And then I'm actually going to add this other like bit of text here. Um, and then so like I'm going to put these custom instructions at the top of the prompt. And then I'm going to actually put the questionnaire up here. So like basically what I'm going to do is have the prompt. I like to do like this, like here are some general instructions for you to consider as we get started. I'll fix this here. And then so I'm going to just drag this up to the top here. Um, and so like if you want to know what's going on here, like basically behind the scenes, the Tasty app is like taking all of this here and it's just not showing you all of it. But when you actually copy the prompt, it'll have all of this in there, which is going to make the prompt like it's the magic of the app. It's going to make it, much better. It's going to basically customize the AI for you. And this is just a piece of text now. It's not a note. Um, and so I'm going to convert this into a note because I'm going to save this. And I'm going to say like ideal candidate profile questionnaire. And then so what I'm going to do here eventually is like in my instructions about this prompt, I'm going to tell people to like go in here and fill this stuff out. Um, and I was like when I got here, I was telling you guys about like this whole like lawyer concept and the capital C or whatever. Well, so like you see here, for example, like hereafter role with a capital R. So like if you ever look at contracts, like you'll see that it's like it'll say like, the parties question mark with a capital P. Well, what that's doing logically is like basically saying in the contract logic, whenever you see the parties with a capital P, it represents this other thing. And so here, like this capital R role, like if, somebody in an easel course comes in and uses this prompt and says, oh, the role is accounting manager, then here in this form, whenever you see role here, it like basically the AI is going to be able to know you're talking about accounting manager. So like that's kind of how we take like few inputs and we like scale them up throughout the prompt. So anyway, I'm going to do that here as well. Um, this is like you see here, like this role for our company and industry. So like I think this is important. This is a really important concept because you're like saying the role from the questionnaire. So that's going to be like for this accounting manager for Davis's company in the construction industry. And like you're going to basically, you're going to be able to like let the user of the prompt just put in these few things, but then it's going to like scale up, um, it's going to scale up the prompt, like throughout the prompt. So basically, like what we're going to get into here, or what we're basically building is this like from top to bottom. At the top, like here are your instructions, and then like here's what the user of the prompt is going to put in, and then below is this like structured form that we're doing, and like this whole concept of like these hashtags is Markdown. Um, so anyway, I'll put that in here, like in the chat, Markdown. You can check it out, but basically, it's like saying like header one, header two, header three, but the AI can understand this. So like it's gonna basically, be able to know, oh, okay, so like you're talking about the education section of this part here. So that's kind of what we're doing here and kind of finishing out this professional network part. All right, so basically use your training data to estimate the minimum number of years or to estimate the to estimate uh, the I want to say to suggest the characteristics of the candidate's professional network that they would need in order to be successful. All right, cool. I'm going to make sure I didn't miss it. Yeah, okay, cool. So, um, I'm going to give some examples of professional network just so it knows a little bit about what it's doing here. Um, Elements of a professional might include memberships in industry groups, um, alumni networks, uh, roles at previous companies, and digital, prof- like digital professional network. So, like when I say this, like digital professional network characteristics, like I don't know, it might be important that this person, for example, like is really active on TikTok or something. All right, cool. All right, cool. Let's see. Domain knowledge. All right, let's rely on this like basic structure again. But actually, before we move on, we need to um, control for how this output works. So basically, what we need to do is tell the AI exactly how to generate this bit. Hmm. All right, so I think this can just be like sentences describing the characteristics. Yeah, that's fine. All right, cool. So let's do a similar thing here with domain knowledge. The domain. I'm not going to say that would need to have. I would say that would help them. Okay, cool. All right, great. All right, so now let's move on to another section here, which is this like company culture section. Actually, I think this is more like the candidate's work culture. So yeah, so we're gonna do two hashtags, just a candidate personality. All right, cool. So again, we're gonna sort of demarcate three hashtags versus two so that we can nest this like work style thing underneath the candidate personality. I'm gonna do like this. All right, cool. So again, I like this training data phrase that we've used up here. Um, yeah, like this kind of phrasing right here. And if you've been with me for a minute here, we're going to get to try this prompt out here pretty soon. And I'll give you a link where you can try it out too. All right, cool. So we're supposed to use your training data to generate, let's just say like one sentence. Doesn't need to be that long. But like you see, like you need to be really specific with the AI, like one sentence, um, describing the work style that a candidate that, oh, it looks like I did something here. Yeah, this is not right. Describing the domain style that a candidate would, uh, that would. Okay, cool. So, would, that would help them be successful in this role for our company. And I'm going to reference back this like company culture thing up here, which is in here. Our culture. Yeah. Okay, cool. would help them. Oh, here we go. Given our culture. So maybe you see how this kind of works where like look at like we've got like four sort of like placeholder references here. So like basically this is going to allow the AI to like go back and consider like all that stuff when it generates this particular sentence. We're going to kind of repeat here for emotional disposition. All right, cool. Mm. I see that some of you are watching. I personally would like it if you said where you're watching from. I'm in San Marcos, Texas. But you might be shy and maybe you don't want to. That's all right. But we're getting close. We're going to be able to use this mega prompt here in just a second. All right, cool. So now we did the work style. Now we'll do the emotional. Okay, cool. Now let's do professional values. Cool. So like I'm gonna say I think that the AI needs maybe a little more clarity about what I mean by professional values because that's kind of an ambiguous term about the the values a candidate has about their professional life. Okay, cool. Now we can do the summary. All right, cool. So now I think we can use kind of this. Let's like probably use actually like all of the elements of our sort of questionnaire that we're going to set up here. And we're basically going to say like, with everything that you know, um, consider everything that we've told you and give us three keys. So we don't really need productivity date. So now with your, uh, consider your training data, um, what you know about the role and similar job roles, the industry, our company culture, and the productivity and training, and generate three bullet points representing the three most important factors that people who are involved in interviewing candidates for this role should consider during the interview and hiring process. Make each of these three bullet points. Well, I think a bullet point, I think the AI will know that a bullet point is pretty short. All right, so I think we're actually going to call this finished for now. So I'm going to take off the under construction here. I'm going to add this recruiting label. Okay, cool. Sweet. All right. So I'm going to actually publish this. So if you guys want to, you can see this prompt. Okay, cool. And I'm going to make a short link out of it. Let's see. Alright, cool. All right, so I'm going to put this here in the chat. So you guys, if you want to, you can go here, this link, and you can like see what this looks like a little bit. Um, but I'm actually going to go try it out. So I think this will work in ChatGPT. Some of the longer prompts, yeah, this will work. You need to put into like Claude, but this will work. All right, cool. But what we're going to need to do to test this out is we're going to need to fill out this questionnaire. So basically, like one thing you'll see here is like, yeah. Um, so going back over here to the prompt here. All right, cool. So like basically, when you copy here, this like copy to clipboard, like you're really just copying like the plain text, but it's the plain text of like all the stuff in your prompt. So you can edit, like for example, this questionnaire on Tasty, but um, you're gonna do like I'm sharing this prompt publicly, so like if I mess with it, like it would be mess with for everybody. So I'm just gonna go ahead and like fill this out in ChatGPT. Um, but like let's just like make up you know a job. So let's say that like today's October 6th. Let's say that the productivity date is December 1st, 2023. The job title is Chief Marketing Officer. Let's see, the company name is Tasty.ai. We're in the internet industry, especially AI and SaaS. Very cool. Company culture. Let's see, we're a startup and a team of four. So we're really focused on user growth and we tend to prefer technology oriented solutions to our problems, um, including custom software development in frameworks like React and Google Apps Script. All right, cool. Now here's the date when we want the new hire. Oh, we already did the productivity date up there, so it looks like I duplicated this, so I have to clean that up real quick. All right, cool. So I'm gonna take this out of here. All right, all right. Here's how many weeks it will take to. I think let's say 4. Okay, so we filled out our questionnaire. Now here's the moment of truth. Let's see how it does. All right. Hell yeah, dude. Looking good already. Yeah, this is fucking amazing. Um, cool. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Looking good. Okay. The only thing I'm thinking here is like I'm seeing like this HubSpot and Marketo. I like that. Okay. Because like obviously HubSpot and Marketo are like you know important um, marketing softwares, but it's making me think here that like in our questionnaire that we want to put like something about like our tech stack or like our technologies. So I'm going to say like here are some of the key technologies we use our tech. And then so I'm going to save that up here. And then down here we get into this like technology skills. Yeah, here we go. Let's add this in our company industry given our tech. Okay, cool. I think that'll do it. So like here, if you just want to like see, how this maybe made a difference. So if we copy this here and go back in here, and then we're gonna have to put our like responses here a little bit. Yeah, here's that. All right, cool. All right, cool. So we're gonna like fill out our questionnaire here. All right, so let's see. Let me get the tech language exactly. Here's some key technologies. Hi, hi, sweetie. All right, cool. So let's put this in here. All right, cool. All right, so because I found myself kind of putting this in here in the culture section, but I don't think that's exactly right. And I think that a lot of the people who are hiring are like using, like they're using all sorts of tech. So I'm gonna say that like we have a web app that's built in React, and our we use Google Workspace specific. Oh yeah, and Google Apps Script for much of our office operations. We use SendGrid for transactional email. Our CRM and CRM analytics, customer data is held in our cloud Firestore database. All right, cool. So now I bet you it's going to really change the output up here. So let's see. I don't really like that it suggested this, but whatever. I probably should have put JavaScript. Yeah, but see here, like if you compare like the last response uh, up here, like this talked about, more general SEO and stuff like that. And then now down here, it talked about like React, Google Apps Script. Yup. All right, cool. And then let's see on the technical skills. I don't really like how it said that they need to have programming experience, but it's all right. Yeah. So it's looking like, I think if we wanted to go deeper with this, we probably could get into like saying, it looks like based on what we put in here, I think that like because we did, let's just test this. I think because we did these skills here, it's like really, I think it's too specific, and it's causing the AI to force these skills into the ideal candidate profile. So I'm actually going to um, remove those, and I'm going to see how it looks now. So again, here, And then I'm going to go up here and copy our um, questionnaire. All right, cool. All right, cool. Here's the questionnaire. I missed it. Here we go. What did I call this? The ideal candidate profile questionnaire. All right, cool. I think that this time it's not going to force these like project management and all that kind of stuff, and I think it's going to be better. Wait, is this the new one? Yeah, it is. All right, cool. Oh, but you know what? I think that it's probably going to remember, um, this like previous thing about like project management because of its context window. So I'm actually going to put this in a new, yeah, I'm going to put this in a new chat, and I think that it's going to change the output a little bit. All right, cool. So if we put in here, yep. Hey, Sean. Yeah, this is much better. Yeah, yeah. Cool. All right, so like that was a lot better. That's what we want. All right, cool. So I think basically this one is done. Um, yeah, so this one's done. All right, cool. And then, all right, cool. I'm gonna just paste this prompt link in here. All right, cool. So if you're just joining, here's the last prompt we built here. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. Here's the first prompt we built today. Cool. And then I'm going to go use the restroom. I'll be back here in just a couple minutes and we'll do another prompt. Cool. Let's see. So I'm back. I'm gonna do some more work here. Let's see. Hey, Richard. I think this will be. Uh, let me just. All right. Cool. All right. Cool. So now we're gonna move on, and we're gonna do another prompt. So I am just kind of like working my way down the prompts that I'm going to build for the EASL courses. All right, cool. So now we're going to do the job description prompt. Um, so I'm going to go into the Google Drive here. And in this case, like basically what I'm looking at here, I have a lot of these sort of like templates. Um, I think I have a, I don't really have, do I have a job description template? I thought I did. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, sweet. So like I've basically got this template. And so essentially what I'm going to do here is kind of like convert this template into, it's still a template, but if you saw the first part of this, like it's a template that needs to be structured with AI in mind. So I actually kind of think of it more like filling out a form. Um, Anyway, so here's the last one we did, which was the ideal candidate profile. And I put that in the link here in the chat. But so we're going to create a new prompt here. And if you're wondering what this Tasty AI thing is, this is actually an app that I built with a partner and I have a little team around it. But essentially, like, again, what we're doing here is like we're taking notes and we can like bring our notes into our prompts. And like the reason you'd want to do this, like for example, is so like for example here, this like custom instructions for forms. So we're definitely going to use this one in the new prompt we create. So I'll just go ahead and bring that in. So here's a new prompt, and it's like this is going to be a job description prompt. Cool. And then so like you're gonna see that the only note we have in here are these like custom instructions. But so like if we go here and say, custom instructions to some meaningless edit, but you're gonna see this same custom instructions for forms. It's in the same one here. Oh, see it says custom instructions for forms too. So essentially what you're able to do here is kind of create these like notes that you can manage in like a more traditional note-taking interface, and then they can be used in your prompts. And I know that seems like a pretty simple innovation, but it's honestly like a total game changer because, like for example, you might be collaborating on some part of your business with other people, and you want to let them change something, and that would then change your prompts. Um, so anyway, as we get to the job description prompts, I think we're definitely going to use this custom instructions and we're definitely going to do a form. This guide is kind of unstructured. It's more of a step-by-step thing. So I think what we're going to do here with the job title is kind of like use this to like standardize because this is really what this is about here is like kind of about taking a job title and making it standard. And there's reasons for that in the recruiter HR space, which is like basically that candidates are usually searching for, jobs by known job titles. So if you have a job title like iPhone monkey, I mean, nobody's looking for that. Anyway, so I think what we'll do here, we're going to, have part of it be the job title. So we can put this here. Let's just start structuring some headers. Cool. And then we're going to do like a mini ad. Okay, cool. Mini ad duties. All right, cool. This is coming together. So then we're gonna have like, let's just call this like an overview, and then we're gonna do like, um, okay. So this is about the role. Let me see what this is called. All right, and then all right, cool. And then okay, let's just call this about you. So we've got about you. I'm just gonna copy this because we're gonna use most of this structure here. So we'll go in here and it'll be like about you, and then um, we're gonna do this knowledge and abilities, and then we're gonna do the education, qualification, and certification subsection. Oh, then we're gonna have like another subsection which is like education, and then we'll do like technical skills, and then we'll do experience. Okay, cool. All right, and then got some weird formatting here. Um, okay, cool. Additional information. And we've got this. All right, sweet. So now what you're seeing here is that basically this new text that I created here. So a text isn't automatically a note. Like basically your prompts are mixes of notes and text. I'm going to convert this into a note um, because I'm going to reuse this a bunch. And then so this is going to be called the job description form. And I'm going to label it properly. User recruiting. Okay, cool. And then refresh there. Alright, cool. And then label this properly again. Is that recruiting? Alright, 2024 prompts. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's see if we can get this done before we finish the live stream here. So, um, I, I think we're going to do a questionnaire style again here. Yeah, I think we should do a questionnaire. I'm wondering actually if we could do something cool here and bring in some good example job descriptions. Because it might be neat. Oh, you know what would be really cool is if we brought in like our sort of like brand voice. I think that would be really cool. So like maybe if you copied and pasted um, some text from like your company, I think that would make it really cool. Okay, but I think let's just keep it. We'll keep it straightforward for now. So the questionnaire will be. Let's go back here to the step-by-step writing guide. So let's just start up here with this. Okay, let's just go to the job title. So I'm gonna build this questionnaire up here again, and I'll eventually take it other places. Hey, what's up, Gyro? Welcome. If you want to see the prompt we built just a minute ago, if you scroll up in the chat and click on that link, and you can kind of see that prompt. All right, so the questionnaire. Let's see, like, job. Let's just call it job title. And this job title is, and then we'll do here after. So I know this sounds kind of silly to do the hereafter thing, but like again, if you've been watching what we did before, it's like tying this, you know, tying that. If you put capital J, capital T, the AI knows that there's this, structure that you're basically creating a logical reference, and then like just like because you guys are interested in prompt design, like I'm going to kind of show you how the architecture of like this handlebar stuff goes in with these prompts. So like if you go up here with these custom instructions, so this is a note that like I did save. Um, and by the way, if you guys have any questions about prompt design, like drop them in the chat. But so the custom instructions, like you see this whole thing here, right here. See, like I'm telling the AI how to handle handlebars in the custom instructions. So then when you go down and you start and putting these handlebars in, like the AI will know how to handle the handlebars. So like that's kind of like the architecture is like at the top, like I almost always do like here's some information I want you to consider as we begin. And then I'm going to put that up here at the top. And then as we go down, like we're going to basically then give it like the context. So like now here is some additional information that I want you to consider before you start generating the form below. And then, so we're going to basically make this into like our questionnaire here after a while. Um, and so, but for now, let's just keep the questionnaire in here because I think it'll be a little bit more convenient. All right, so then as we go back to like this sort of guide that we're converting into a template, I mean, let's just use these two things. So let's actually remove the handlebars from here and we'll put it in down here and we'll say like here, generate a title for this job by considering the job title and also, okay, so we're going to want the industry. Um, so like this whole connection of like industry down into like this form that we're going to have the AI fill out, like this should be able to trigger the AI to use its training data to go and look at like what it knows about the industry and then use what it knows about the industry to look at comparable job titles. So, so we're back here. So generate a title for this job by considering the job title, and then I'm just going to do some commas. The job title, um, what similar and comparable jobs are called in our industry, capital I, because that will tie back the logic for the AI from what industry is in the form versus what was in the questionnaire, and what will enable candidates, for example, people searching for roles like this on the internet to more easily determine if it's a good fit. Okay, cool. So here generate a title for this job by considering the job title, what similar and comparable jobs are called in our industry, and what will enable candidates to more easily determine if it's a good fit and find this listing on the job board if we decide to post it. Okay, cool. Oh, and then we want to make it accurate. Okay, so let's do that too. And make the job title accurate in terms of the nature of the job and job duties. Okay, cool. So that's good. Now let's go back to our little guide here. All right, now we're going to create. Okay, I like this. So we're seeing this point of social proof and attractive selling points. All right, cool. So we're going to put this back up in the questionnaire. Okay, so we'll say like one of the most let's say like compelling or one of the best things about our company is. All right, cool. We'll put that there. Okay, and then we're gonna do our little like lawyer style here after social proof. One of the best things about this role is, so we'll call this selling point. All right, cool. So now when we do this like whole like job ad thing, which is going to be part of the job description, we basically already got the structure. Um, so let's just paste this in here. All right, so that's going to be the general structure. So we're going to also need the company name and location. So let's put this at the top. All right, cool. All right, cool. And then office location. Let's just make the location. We want to give some room for like remote stuff. So we'll say like this role is located. Okay, cool. That's fine. They can just say that it's remote. All right, sweet. So now that we've got like kind of these like bits of our questionnaire up here. Hey, what's up, Penland? All right, I'm gonna have to go for lunch here in a second. Actually, I'm gonna stop the live stream here because I'm excited to eat lunch. But pay attention to the live stream, to like the YouTube channel coming up because I'm gonna be building out these prompts, and when I'm doing these big prompt building sessions, I'm gonna start a live stream, and I'll try to like make announcements in the right places so that you see them. Anyway, thanks for being here, y'all, and I will see you later.